Namaste everyone. Welcome to this video dedicated to greatest men and women in the world throughout history and what we have learned from them through their words. So the subject here is learning. And the first quotation is by Eugene Wilson. Only the curious will learn, and only the resolute overcome the obstacles to learning. Only the curious will learn, and only the resolute overcome the obstacles to learning. The quest quotient has always excited me more than the intelligent quotient. So the first part of the quotation is, only the curious will learn. In other words, curiosity and thirst for knowledge is what enables anyone to learn, and not only learn, but continue learning. So only the curious will learn, and only the resolute overcome the obstacles to learning. Resolute means the one who is committed to, has great conviction, determination. So if someone is determined and committed to learning, that is one group which actually overcomes the obstacles to learning. Curious will learn, but the committed will overcome the obstacles to learning. Now, what could be the obstacles to learning? One could be a feeling that I already know everything, so I do not need to learn. This is the most dangerous obstacle. Another obstacle could be that I am not finding access to the right people, to the learned people from whom I can learn. Or I do not have enough good books from which I can learn. Or I am unable to travel and reach out to people from whom I can learn. And many such obstacles. But if you are committed to learning, you will overcome these obstacles. You will find ways. You will innovate. You will solve the limitations. You will solve the hindrances and reach the place of learning. So curiosity and commitment are the two qualities. Curiosity launches you on the path to learning, but to overcome the obstacles on the path to learning, you need strong commitment, conviction. The second part of the quotation is the quest quotient. Quest is searching. The quest quotient has always excited me more than the intelligent quotient. So here Eugene Wilson is talking about two groups of people. One who are very intelligent. They have a lot of knowledge, a lot of understanding, a lot of wisdom. But their knowledge is fixed. They are not progressing further. The second is the quest quotient, which means the determination and the process, the further, continuing to further learn. That is the quest quotient. So what he's saying is that the quest quotient has always excited me more than the intelligent quotient. So being intelligent, being learned is not enough. If you continue to search and learn, that is what makes you more interesting and that is what the author is interested in. So I'll just read one more time. Only the curious will learn, and only the resolute overcome the obstacles to learning. The quest quotient has always excited me more than the intelligence quotient. And the second quotation is by Gloria Steinem. She says, the first problem for all of us, men and women, is not to learn. The first problem for all of us, men and women, is not to learn, but to unlearn. So, you may have also experienced this, that quite often what prevents us from learning is because our prior knowledge, which may or may not be correct, especially if it is correct, if it is based on assumptions, prejudices, biases, and the source of the knowledge you have learned are not really the greatest minds. They are the ordinary, average people you may be surrounded in your society. And they have captured your imagination. They have captured your mind and will resist if you want to go ahead beyond as compared to your surrounding. So this is a very wonderful caution. All of us should think about it and adopt, is that unlearning is emptying your mind of the corrupted or polluted knowledge and state of mind. Make space for new learning and elevate your understanding further and further, non-stop. So the first problem for all of us, men and women, is not to learn, but to unlearn. Unlearn not only means correcting or improving upon your prior knowledge, but emptying of all the inferior or average or what we call normal knowledge and understanding, so that, what I said was, emptying your mind of the common average knowledge, so that there is space created in your mind to allow new and more wonderful knowledge to be poured into. So this reminds me of that wonderful Zen tea cup story, that the teacher is pouring tea in the cup, and the potential disciple who came to become his disciple and learn from him, he is waiting. But he keeps pouring the tea until the tea spills out, covers the table and floor and all that. So the potential student, Shishya, is getting more irritated and is puzzled by the teacher's behavior. So in the end, he could not control himself, and he says, "Why are you wasting tea? The cup is full already. You are pouring. Keep pouring until the kettle is empty. Why instead of that, why don't you teach me something? I came here to learn." So the Zen master says, "I have already taught you something." He said, "Well, I did not experience or see you teaching me anything. You're just pouring tea in a cup which is already full." He said, "Well, this is the lesson. You came with your mind which is full of prior knowledge, and there is no space. So your mind is like a cup full of tea. And if I pour in more knowledge, it will just spill and get wasted. So that cup of tea is the mind full of prior knowledge. Much of it may be irrelevant or meaningless. So first is to train yourself, to prepare yourself to learn. That is by emptying your mind, so that new and more valid knowledge can be accepted, accommodated, adopted." Thank you for listening, and we'll return with another wonderful topic and wonderful quotations.